I'm very pleased to be interviewing Harvey Kent, who's Chief Media Strategist for Donovan Data Systems. Harvey, thank you for your time today.
You're very welcome.
Let's start with your background. How did you get to where you are today?
So I was hired by Michael Donovan's partner at the time in the mid-'70s, right out of college. They were fascinated that someone actually had a degree in computer science. They couldn't imagine that people could really study that, and they brought me in expecting I could fix every single problem within 3 or 4 days or weeks, I'm not sure which. And a few years later, I left Donovan, started my own company, which was called MiniPack, which specialized in the rep business, then went into the agency systems business. Very successful company. We merged with the largest TV station vendor, which was Bias at the time, out of Memphis. And that really started a lot of my own personal interest in e-business and collaboration between the buyer and seller systems. And then we were all purchased by Jefferson Pilot in the late 80s, and I stayed there till 94, and I came back to DDS.
So you've actually been in the electronic business part of the media industry for a number of years. How has it changed, or has it changed?
I'm going to re-ask your question. The systems business for both the buy side and sell side of media. Yes, that's my whole career. Well, really what's changed it is the entire personal computer type of user interfaces that people expect. The old systems, of course, were great for inputting data as quickly as possible, but they were really, very boring green screens, as we used to call them, teletypewriter type screens, and out came reports. Today, everything is about an Excel, email, Facebook-like experience, instant reporting, instant analytics. One of the biggest changes, and many people know what I'm talking about, if you look at what a spot television buyer was doing 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, you had specialists in different markets, you had specialists in different sub-media, certainly radio and TV were separate. All that's gone. A TV buyer today has got to buy radio, TV, local cable, make it all work, and they're probably buying 3 or 4 times the markets that they were buying 8 or 10 years ago, and there's approximately 50 times more spots 10 years ago today versus 10 years ago to get the same number of eyeballs. So the systems are what enables that. So just imagine how much different a system has to be that can let someone be that much more efficient. So biggest change is the vast increase in efficiency in the systems.
And what about the data itself?
Let's see. I was thinking about, I don't know why this morning I was thinking about targeted television and targeted digital display advertising, and of course targeted search advertising. So this is something that people don't think about a lot. In the early 80s, this company in Memphis, again the largest traffic side, sales side company, TV station company, and Donovan, who was the largest buying company, got together and agreed what would be in a spot television byline. And from that moment on, all systems always had that minimum amount of data. You see it on the buy, you see it on the insertion orders, the orders that go out to the stations and the rep firms, and you see that same information on the invoices. Switch over to digital. Today, right now today, there's still no invoice, not electronic, invoice standard on what should be on invoice. Today, there's still no standard on how to define targeting. Targeting happens, but there's no defined way to put it into a byline. So just imagine that. So I can't actually, in a standard way, have it on the order and have that come back on the invoice. So I would say that we still have a ways to go as an industry, the trade associations, the largest trading partners, to agree on standards so that systems like we write can be as wonderful as people would like them to be. So there's a lot more data, but there's still no more standards and fact, in digital, there's fewer standards than there is in broadcast.